When I think about growing from the ground up, it's always interesting because there are projects out there that you can physically grow from the lowest level that it has been. And we've seen things crash down to the lowest level they've been, right? You see, Terra Luna Classic and how low that has gotten and how it was able to turn $40 into potentially $30,000 or even more than that as we see time goes on. Now, that's a different story of like growing with a project. That's more of like trying to recover a project or restoring a project. But when it comes to growing with a project, something like a Dogecoin, where it started out low and people believed it in the beginning and it turned into something big. Same thing with Shiba Inu, right? Started out low, somebody invested $8,000, turned it into $5 billion. On the money side, that looks absolutely fantastic, but just from a growth perspective and seeing that they're still in it and still kicking, even though the $5 billion would be definitely enough to live them or survive their entire life, right? And probably their family's life. So obviously growing with a project would be amazing. And every time that I have partnered with a project, I've noticed I've partnered with something that has already felt like not every project, I'll say that, because there are some projects that are pretty good and they believe in the investors. They don't think they're too good for the investors or for me. But there are other projects, a ton of other projects that I've seen that have just said, look, we're basically better than the investors, right? It just looks like that. It feels like that. The people behind it are like, we're better. We grew something to 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, 21 million, 50 million dollars, and we're better than those investors because we did that. You know what I mean? That's the way that it feels. It's not necessarily that they said that, but that's the way that it feels. So I've always partnered with something that was already worth millions of dollars, when in fact, you should be starting from the ground up. If you truly believe in a project, you should start from the ground up. So I did a review on Lucky's Leprecoin recently, and that review was just to really go through, it was an unbiased review to go through all the different negatives, the positives, and there was really only one negative where you have the anti-whale feature, which as you start out low, a lot of people can buy a ton for a small price because it is so low in the market cap. But that's the only feature that definitely is more of a negative. Everything else seems to be very, very positive. The team itself, very, very positive. I've talked to them multiple times. And I thought to myself, look, this would be an opportunity to start out at the bottom of something with, people that feel like they're really, really down to earth, that they really care about investors and really care about the growth there. Now, anything could be wrong. You never really met everyone. But when you speak to them, when you hear their voice and you hear their compassion, like how passionate they are with bringing this to light, bringing this to the next level, and how much they don't really need your help, but they would like to have your help. It's definitely something that feels like you can make a connection there and you can build something really, really good here. So anyways, I did that review, which was supposed to be a review, not to tell you guys to buy anything. And we saw an increase of 100%, 100% increase in the position. Now, it was at an $80,000 market cap, so it's understandable, why you would see that, because any type of movement really does move it quite a bit. Even if you have half of what the market cap level is, so $40,000 worth of volume, you're going to see that absolutely skyrocket or blow up to a whole nother level. So I decided that, and this whole thing obviously coming after we see the 1% or 100% move, I decided that I'm going to work through partnerships talks with them because I want to partner with a project that cares about their investors, that cares about the people that they bring on. I also want to partner with a team that really wants to grow to the next level and wants to put everything forth to do so. The dev team, the team behind it really does care. And for them to put forth their own money, they don't have any taxes. They don't have any way of, bringing that money back into them. But what they are doing is growing something, that could be big here. So Anyways, I wanted to start from the ground up because I have yet to do that. I've yet to start with a team and, actually have a team hear you out. The other teams that I've been a part of, some of the other teams, not all of them, some of the other teams that I've been a part of, didn't want to hear me out. And because they didn't hear me out, those fall off the face of the earth. And I'm not saying that I have the end all be all say, or I rule the world in what I say here. No, I just want to be heard out, right? Elmo has heard me out, right? They've talked to me and they've told me, hey, we want to see your opinion on this, and they've heard me out. But others, they really haven't done that. And we look at, Lucky's Leprecoin, they're hearing me out even though I'm not even like a part of the team, right? So they want to know what I see as a negative, and really I don't see many things as a negative. So let's go ahead and look at the position again and see what the growth has been since the review, which was 2 days ago. So this position is currently standing at 0.000000, so 6 zeros, 2306. Hopefully I got that right with the amount of zeros. We are seeing a 108% increase over the last 7 days. So really over this time period, you've seen it jump from this level. It even got up to 3.1. Now it did recently decrease. It did recently, retrace a little bit and level out, which is what you always want to see. When you see an increase, right? That's a 200% increase that was there. And now you see it, decrease down. It sets itself at the 100% increase level. And what it feels like is you're going to kind of consolidate and maybe increase a little bit as long as you do see more and more. Now, I've had talks with them to see what they're looking at to get on exchanges and all of that stuff. And they said that they have the desire to get on some exchanges, and they're looking to get on smaller exchanges and then work their way up to the larger exchanges. And obviously vet all those different exchanges. Like, you don't want to sit here and just offer coins to an exchange and they offer to list you, but they don't really have the volume to be able to do any type of damage. But we all know that getting on these top tier exchanges cost a lot of money in order to do that. So if you find a way to get there eventually, that would be fantastic, but you want to do that in the bull run, which we may be looking at the right time to actually grow this project. So again, I'm still not fully a part of the team, but I'm taking steps to hopefully be a part of the team and grow from the ground up. So if we look at the position here and we look at where the market cap is, it currently stands at $163,000 market cap. So it was at it was at $80,000 market cap, and now it's at a $160,000 market cap. We also saw $113,000 worth of volume into it. Again, it's ranked 2,847. If you can find a way to increase to 2,000, increase to 1,000, increase inside the top 500, that would be amazing. And I would love to be able to grow this from the ground up. And I hope that I can get as much transparency as I can from the team. I want to be able to be like, what's the next steps? Where are we going from here? I don't want to apply a lot of pressure, because they are still, especially with it only being a $163,000 market cap, they are still working and doing everything and going about like their day jobs as normal. But they're putting in the effort in order to build this to a great level. And I mean, I even like the website. I even like the build of the website there. Now, also, with the amount of holders, they have increased in holders. You saw 1% increase over the last 24 hours, but I believe they were at like 101 or 115 holders when I did my review. So overall, in the last 24 hours, they've grown by another 1.4%, but I believe they grew by somewhere around maybe 30% in the first day after the review, which again, it was just a review. So either way, I think they have a lot of potential, but that potential has to be matched with actual action, right? So this is starting from the ground up. While you see all of these projects out here that are, $1 million market cap, 2 million, $10 million market cap, I want to see this thing grow to so much further. And I want to be a part of hopefully every step of the way to get there, and it would be fantastic to see the growth, whether that comes from Twitter, comes from YouTube. I would like the growth to be organic and not just like from me, I would like the growth to be from a lot of other places that are out there, right? And then we start seeing a ton more, conversations that are having about, Lucky's Leprecoin. This may be the luck that we all need in order to see the gains that we all want to see. And it's completely open to see those gains because it's a fresh start. Right. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this play. I know people are probably not going to be happy with the fact that you have any type of partnership in a way, but I really want to try and start from the ground up. And I know I can't build anything myself because I'm not on the blockchain side. I can't really fully understand how to do that physically. I can understand the information behind it, but how to do that physically, it's always great to have it set up by a team and have a team that you would trust. So we're going to continue to have conversations. Again, nothing is 100% finalized, but we do need to talk about this. This is basically just another video that we are putting out here to talk about this and talk about this conversation. But I think the next time you'll probably hear about this is maybe within a week or two, depending on what type of information we have from there. If we have something that absolutely blows up, then maybe you'll hear about it a lot sooner. So hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.